Hello, fellow audiophiles and audio enthusiasts from all over the world. Welcome to Audio Nirvana, where we're in the eternal pursuit of musical bliss. All right, so today's video is going to be about revenue and revenue generation for this channel. So I'm going to try and tackle a few different moving parts around affiliate links, our use of Patreon and sponsors, and hopefully clarify how we're going to approach this moving forward. And one thing connected to this that I will also be doing is providing regular updates on how revenue is tracking. So you get a sense of what the different sources are, how we're generating money, and what's funding the channel. All right, let's get underway. So let me start with affiliate links. It's been a contentious issue in tech reviews and the tech review world in general, and specifically in audio tech reviews, with Clinical recently coming out and saying that, look, you're essentially shilling a product if you have an affiliate link in the footer. And I understand where Clinical is coming from. I don't necessarily have a strong view for or against affiliate links because I will be using some, but I generally will be heavily biasing in favor of Patreon and sponsors. And I will make a distinction between what I think is going to be a sponsored ad as opposed to affiliate links. And I'll make that clear a little bit further in the video. So our affiliate links will largely be from the usual suspects. Will be from Amazon and eventually from some other online retailers, like there's a German retailer that I will reveal in due course. I will also try and focus on local retailers so that I can provide some support for local viewers that might want to go click through and buy something from a local retailer, because I think that's just good common sense, good business citizenship, if you like. The other thing now, moving on from affiliate links and revenue connected to that, is the primary focus for this channel from a revenue standpoint, and that is Patreon. What I've done, and I'm going to share my screen very briefly and show you, what I've done is I've created three primary patron layers or setups where there will be some clear incentives to joining and supporting the creation of these videos. And I've tried to avoid the general focus on donationware, like, give me $3 a month or $2 a month, and just as a thumbs up to encourage me to produce more videos. I'm generally trying to avoid that because I think that's a little bit too voluntary. What I've tried to do is go, well, if you put $10 a month on a particular tier, you will, after a certain number of months of your membership, get a credit or some guaranteed monetary equivalent amount back through a gear, some sort of gear, an amp, DAC, cable, what have you, or maybe use that towards a purchase from gear that I might have already reviewed and have now put up for sale. So I think that can represent a more defined sense of value where you can kind of go, well, okay, after about 5 months, this kind of becomes free, so it might be worth doing. And that, I think, will incentivize viewers a little bit more. I mean, I'm a viewer and I follow an amazing number of tech and audio reviewers, and I think they're all really, really good in their own way. And so I think being able to support content creators on Patreon is a wonderful, wonderful way, and I'd be grateful for your support. Moving forward, the question of how we're going to look at sponsors and what we're going to do in terms of giveaways, etc. So a couple of things. I'm going to look at sponsors also largely through Patreon. So someone can sign up for a sponsor as a sponsor patron, and that'll guarantee them 1 or 2 sponsored videos a month. And what that will essentially mean is that I will then be reviewing a piece of gear that they might have sent to me to keep. And the moment that happens, I will treat that as a sponsored video, because if I'm getting a piece of gear that I didn't pay for, even though technically I could say something negative about it, it essentially is now an ad because you want to retain that relationship with that review gear provider. So, but I'm going to make it very clear in whichever video this comes up that, look, this is essentially a sponsored ad. I might still point out a couple of bits and bobs around it that aren't ideal in the product, but in the most part, it's going to be a sponsored video from the company through me and this channel as a mouthpiece. For the rest of the products, and you can probably see I have a stack of gear that I own that I've mentioned in an earlier video. Most of the reviews in this channel, at least for the next several months, will really be just unpacking the gear that I already have. So you can still be rest assured that the bulk of the reviews will be my gear, and there will be the odd review that might come from a sponsor when we pick up sponsors eventually. All right, the other final piece in the revenue puzzle for Audio Nirvana will be a little bit of consulting. And again, I will add a consulting tier through Patreon to keep it nice and open and transparent, where you can essentially hire me to build some, crazy amp DAC setup. I mean, this entire setup that you see here is all connected. Everything's connected to my Mac. Everything's concurrently running. So that's a crazy piece of kit. Like, that's more than 30 amps and 30 DACs all connected, all, done in a way that I can listen to anything, plug in and out and so on. So you might have something similarly crazy in mind, or you might have something less crazy in mind, and you might want some help from setting that up. And you can simply sign up for a month or two on that particular tier, and off we go. So that sort of rounds out how Audio Nirvana will approach revenue. And I wanted to put this video right up front as one of the initial 3 videos that you will have in this channel. The revenue one, the intro one, and then the next one, which is the structure of future reviews, so that you know exactly what you're getting into as a viewer of my channel. So again, with that, I might wrap this up. Thank you for your time. Lots of fun stuff, lots of cool gear reviews and everything coming up. Please hit the subscribe button, and thanks again for watching. Be good and stay safe. Bye for now.